and Germans, how are you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Ru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we have gone from the verdant hills of Cote 112 over here to the lovely, lovely shores of Omaha Beach. Of course, to go to the beach, you actually need to deal with the shoreside traffic, but we don't have to worry about that too much. The fighting is back here. And Rang, who is fighting today?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Gilmore's girlfriend, who is playing as the 1st Infantry Division. And on the right-hand side, we have JMWW2 as the 17th SS Division.
So, interestingly, of course, this is a CBP patch, which is probably why we're seeing the BRO. But tell me this, with the CBP, does that mean that Gilmore's girlfriend has no fury like a woman scorned, or that was a slow burn one?
I know you mean. Like, I don't think First Infantry has too many changes in the community patch mod. To be honest, this should be a pretty good map for them. I mean, it says Omaha first off, so they got like, you know, a 10%. I'm trying to think of the bloody word here.
Buff.
Yeah, like a 10% buff because of relevance.
Ah, yes. Well, that is certainly important to make sure that we have
And
home
also,
field advantage.
You know, also because you got nice close range areas. I mean, we're seeing. I'm thinking Gilmore was probably going to push pretty heavy down south and try to get into that town. Just be a perfect spot for all that 1st Infantry assault troops.
Well, we are off, and yep, you are going to be correct. We have two massive pushes, two kind of big fists, if you will. And one thing I always kind of wish we would have seen more of, I wish we could have had a British division full of like Hobart's funnies.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. Just Avros and like weird mind flail tanks and bridges.
And just the facing ones to be like, oh, you need to get through this trench line or this entire thing right here. You're gonna knock it down.
We got Churchill for that. Chill out. We got Churchill for everything.
But here we are. Yep, of course, the 17th SS is going to go and get themselves kind of locked on into the center part of the map. Now, thinking back to this game, we are seeing a very early unit that we didn't see at all for a good chunk of it, and that's that 2-star Strug 3 down to the south. How's that going to really affect things?
Well, if he just keeps it along that area, he can pretty much deny anything from getting out of the town, and Gilmore's playing pretty defensive. It's just a little bit too defensive, I think. He definitely sort of maybe try to do some push out of that town and try to get into the German run. Maybe he's going to try and do something up north. No, he's just taking out defenses all over. And JM is getting that nice slow +1 point advantage.
Well, here's a question. Is the BRO, I know we kind of malign it as being cool, but not really that worthwhile. Is the BRO better suited to just kind of do a nice slow push? Wait until they can get a couple of those DD tanks up and kind of go from there?
I think in this case, now, he definitely want to do that, as 17th is getting into a pretty nice defensive position. But yeah, he definitely would need some fire support, even if you do like a crazy A-phase rush. You definitely want like a DD or a Sherman backing you up. And at the moment, he doesn't have it. Up north, though, he is starting a little bit of an assault with assault MGs and assault breaches. Really everything is on assault infantry and 1st Infantry.
And very, very true.
Yeah.
Germans, for their own part, bringing in some more Panzer 41s. Not entirely sure why they're bringing in the anti-tank variety. Because, to quote my grandfather, may he rest in peace, track is like tits on a bowl.
What a good saying.
Well, it's just, it doesn't achieve a whole lot. I mean, that's great that you have it, but like, why bother, you know?
Why bother? Why bother? We've finally got some infantry in the middle for Gilmore. And the one problem that Gilmore's going to have is he has no A-phase ground recon, so he's pretty much going to be blind as a bat for the most part. Unless he has that, like, A-phase airplane recon.
Well, you know that's how the bro rolls, man. We don't worry about what's in front of us. We just make sure we don't dive into no landmines.
Yeah, bro, we just charge forward. We don't look back, you know? There's no looking back here.
Well, you know how it is in the States. We don't pump our gas, we pump our fists.
I think you also have to pump your gas too, considering like the mile per gallon and it's got down like forwards. Or pickup trucks, I should say, in
For
general.
a lot of people, yes, that's true. Actually, in my state of the union, we are one of two that doesn't do that still.
Huh.
Why? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But that Panzer Bücher 221, if you look at that, there's a 6-inch gun coming on for that 6-inch. Oh my gosh. 57 mil. Oh my gosh. What would you call it? 6-pounder. There we go.
6-pounder. 57mm is an American gun, Khan.
I know, but I know how much you love it to call it by its proper name.
I appreciate that.
The assault MGs, we don't get to see these guys anywhere near enough. They put out a delicious amount of firepower.
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean, the 2 M1 and the 5 M1 carbines. We have that Browning.
And they're
One
pretty
thing,
cheap.
of course. Yeah, exactly. I was just going to bring that up. So I'm happy you made that similar comment. It makes me feel much more
Connected.
aware. Yeah. You know, it's not often that I actually can bring up the technical speak as well as you. It's only taken me 2 years to get there. But Pigren's stuck in a tree line. That they're going to control that open field ahead of them pretty well. And honestly, if you stick a mortar or a Nebelwerfer or something like that behind them, an IG-18,
yeah,
that'll be a nigh on untakeable position.
Yeah, it's a pretty good defensive spot for the Panda Grenadiers. At this point, Gilmore will definitely want either an M4 or a mortar of his own to try to break that stalemate, essentially. In the middle here, we got a lot of push here from the Germans, just a lot of recon push, seeing that the town is completely empty, and that's going to be a great position to hold on to, as if you get an AT gun in that like northern area of your town, you can shut off reinforcements up north.
So I'm sure you noticed this as well. Interestingly, 105 Pack Howie's been unlimbered, and actually on top of that too, even more interestingly to me, I was saying about bringing naval buffer to the north. Well, there's one coming to the south. He's going about a couple hundred meters behind that Stug, which will allow him to really suppress that town. I don't know why he might really want to do that necessarily, but he can do it.
Yeah, he could do that, but he has nothing to like follow up a so unless he's going to use it to try to hit like the 105 Howitzer, I think maybe, because just barraging the town down south without a follow-up assault would just be a waste of ammunition. And that 105 Howitzer not in the best position. Those IG-18s are giving him a welcome greeting of 75mm high explosive cells, and they delivered it finally.
In the meantime, that push up north is kind of bogged on down, and the map turns into the Falcon of the German Reich over here. Oh, maybe a dove, but peace does not seem to be what's happening.
Oh god, it does kind of look like a dove. Oh my god.
Yeah. But let's see. The Nebelwerfer has not been unlimbered just yet. Kind of a shame. But you know what? JMWW2 is getting that +1. And ooh, there's a double D tank.
Oh.
Sorry, center right there.
Oh yeah. I was looking for like an M7DD, and I was like, oh no, it's the M4. That's the big double Ds. You can't miss them.
You know what? I thank you for making that comment. So I was like, how can I say that?
I'll say it for you.
Panzerbücher, of course, takes one look at him and then completely and totally just blows his radiator.
Oh look, moving a tank without any recon kind of gets it killed. Who would have
Yep.
thought?
And that M4, he had a bad motivator.
Yeah. I was.
The jaw wasn't gonna. Sorry, I was gonna make a Star Wars joke. Go ahead.
No, it probably would have been better because I was just gonna make the stabilizer joke. If he has stabilizers, he still wouldn't have saved him. He still would have died. Yeah, it's one of the situations where a stabilizer would not save you.
True. Well, if R2-D2 had been there, he would have been able to take care of that motivator. He would have kind of locked it down while making that Death Star trench run. Poor M4. But bad humor aside, is the Nebelwerfer finally unlimbered? Nope, he's still just hanging on out.
Yeah. You don't have to. I mean, you have to unhook it from the truck and then spread out support legs and aim it. It's a lot of effort, So it's a lot of manual labor. I just want to be hanging out in the truck. They probably don't have air conditioning. They might have, Radio France in the cabin.
Axis Sally.
Maybe.
Whoa! But up to the north at 127 mil. Oh my gosh, that was an arty party.
Oh yeah. The 1st Infantry got that ridiculous rocket RT, and they got 4 more charges of that. The only off-map of 5 charges in game.
Well, there's no confetti, but that's okay.
No, no confetti. It's more like instead of like a long confetti party at like an end of like a party, it's just like a confetti like popper. You
You mean
know?
like are we saying the quantity has a quality all of its own? Which I
Yeah,
completely
something
agree with
along
you.
those lines. Let's go with that.
Oh, and the Schmoonwagen was not able to get the Panzer Grenadier Führer up there in time. Was no, he's bringing the Staatstrooper. Never mind. When he gets assault breachers, I don't like that fight.
No, 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 not at all. If he had to like, yeah, even with the smoke, he's kind of buggered. I mean, there's the soap breaches. You can definitely breach at Stoss Troop, you know, for essential charges. Yeah, pretty good at breaching enemies.
And in the meantime, down south we do have some assault bazookas with your twin bazookas, which I was so excited for when they first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized the rest of the division was kind of lackluster, and that kind of killed it for me.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
But he's just out of range, a 200-meter range. Of course, he's like literally, he's like a whisper away.
If he just moves south just a little bit. Oh no, don't have to do it because the prey's coming right towards him. Oh, what the hell? How could you miss? He had 2 shots, 2-star veterancy. They probably have 2 eyes between 4 of them.
Maybe they're firing Piats. Maybe this is like, oops, my bad. We grabbed the Piats instead of the Zooks.
God damn it, Johnson.
Exactly, Gadzooks.
Oh, we got a grill up north.
That's good. That I'm happy they have a grill up north because that scout car they had just got barbecued by the 6-pounder.
Oof.
And the naval buffer down south is got himself all set up and ready to go. But what we do not have is we don't have a target for him just yet, and I cannot help but feel. Ooh, okay, so there's the mortar up there. There's 3 stars. That guy's to be constantly firing. I'm waiting to see. It's in range. I'm surprised he's not firing for the mortar already. The naval buffer, that is.
Same. I think he's just. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But it's just like a pretty good push overall from JMW. He's managing to take a lot of ground. He's got a +1 point advantage. Kind of sucks for Gilmore as it's. I mean, they're not. Felt infantry are not super reliant on that A-phase advantage. But it's definitely one thing you do want to try to take advantage of nonetheless, as it is a bit more of an uphill battle once you get into the later stages. So not too much, because you do have like a nice Sherman spam, and on this map, Sherman spam is pretty good, even for 75 mils.
I think that Grill is going to find himself getting kind of barbecued in a second. Driver's been wounded, another shot's going to come up from 57 mil, and that should be enough. 3rd time's a charm, and yep, there it goes.
Damn, F-37 has just been picking stuff on point. Definitely probably could use like a neighbor rifle, indirect artillery up north instead of Grill.
Or done something like suppress the entire. And there's another barrage. Good lord.
Good lord. Good hit show from the good
yes,
old lord above, known as 177mm rockets.
That's 127mm. 127mm. That extra 50 millimeters. I know she says that size matters, rank, but in this case, it's all more about the quantity of them.
Indeed. We got in the not really 2-for-1 special, it's a 2-for-2 special with the Beauforts and M15 up north. Trying to get that air, not air dominance, but anti-air net. Definitely need it as his P-38 is dogfighting his Focke-Wulf and
about to get
even Stevens.
Well, they're even Stevens for right now, but when you bring in another Lightning, proving that Lightning can strike twice, it's time for you to extend and retreat. And he's going to go down. Yep, there he goes. I also thought that anti-aircraft gun had more than 80 rounds in it before it has to reload. Well, it's I never really kind of paid attention to was when they start reloading for each one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Crusader takes forever before he has to reload. He has such an incredible amount of just ammo before a new mag goes in.
Yeah, I never really considered that really, because they do have kind of realistic reload, like when you reload. Like I know for some MGs it's like, you know, with a bar they reload every 20 shots, I believe, and whatnot. But yeah, that's play quite a big factor in terms of rate of fire. I'm fairly certain that's covered in the rate of fire in the unit stats, but I don't know.
True. Let me actually check that. Because 80 rounds just now. Nope, it's not. Because the half track with the quad 20 mils.
Yeah.
It says it's 999, but every 80 rounds it's reloading.
I think at 99, I think it can. It's again really weird the stats here, but I'm fairly certain it's not 999 because it's like only like a 3-digit like limit. Because I'm fairly certain there's another unit that has like over 1,000 rate of fire, but don't quote me on that. Oh, this DOS troop is gonna. If he was not on hold fire, he could kill them 15. And
ooh, I just caught the end of that. That's a big loss, actually.
That's a huge loss. I mean, once again, don't go driving vehicles into enemy-controlled towns. Not a good idea.
All right, I will note that right next to don't go chasing waterfalls and don't go making phony calls. Words to live by, everybody. Take that down. So that's the Rang advice for today.
Is he going to do it again? It almost seems he
seems
like with an M16.
Well, the IG-18 actually could kill him.
Could.
It won't be easy. And it won't happen.
It won't happen.
Okay. And
he's gonna do it again.
Rocket artillery's voluptuous. Well, he's got an assault MG. Okay, I think he thinks the assault MG is right there, but that's not going to be enough.
Oh, maybe if I put the M16s and the 50 cal.
That'll be enough. Smoke it. Too late.
Nope.
Oh, falling back. Oh, he got out just before he would have gotten captured. So now's when you rush the MGMC down into that town and you say, "Damn, the loss is full speed ahead." I don't know. Maybe that's just me. To the north, we have an FK-18 with one Panzergrenadier Führer kind of spotting for him. Has been able to pressure quite a bit of this material back, but that rocket artillery still exists. Indeed, although he's fired 3. He's fired 3 or 4? Probably 3, I think.
But yeah, he says pound an array. I mean, we've got like some Panzergrenadiers. It's going to be a bit of a slow push, I think, for JM to try and take it northern side. But it doesn't really matter. CFO has a +1 point advantage. And in the middle, it's still looking pretty good for him. He's got a nice defensive line. Yeah, we are seeing a little bit of movement down south from Gilbert as he is starting to, or yeah, Gilmore, I should really say, as he is moving for the German town. If he was to move now, there's nothing to really stop him to get into the German town.
I take it the Stutt got taken out by that 57 mil.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess so too. That makes the most sense. Yeah, the 57mm has used up 2 shots.
I am very surprised that we haven't had more armor play for JMWW2.
We're starting to see some now with some Panzer IVs. I'm actually more surprised from Gilmore. We've only seen that one big DD and another M7 DD down south, but that's really it. I mean, you usually see like 2 DDs at least from most 1st Infantry players, maybe some Stuarts, but he's very much focused on getting anti-air instead.
I am surprised as well to see that there's a lot of off-map being called in. We have 356 coming from the M20 on the American side, and we have the 170 coming over here from the German side. Not common call-ins by any stretch of the imagination. Of course, saying that we don't often see the 356 might be because we don't often see the BRO.
Indeed. And he only get that one, so he doesn't really have any other off-map for the BRO, I believe. It's just on-map artillery for the rest of the game.
Just as a point of contention, the MGMC has been firing for 300 or 400 rounds right now. There we go. We're finally reloading. Okay, it's taking long enough.
That's because I'm guessing like it's got like those big bloody 50 cal boxes, like those Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, I'm just very fascinated by this now.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if they like include that in the unit stats, like, like magazine capacity or something. Because it does make quite a big deal.
Because now they've been firing almost they fired 800 rounds. So maybe that's right. So yeah, so
That's
your
like 200
standard
rounds in a box.
Yeah, between 200. Yeah. There's 170. Okay, takes out a squad of infantry and maybe some other material. Well, not quite so much. Okay, well.
It does finally kill the flag.
Yeah, and you know what? It does take him 2,000 rounds to do it, though. So when all is said and done, I think I'm actually okay trading that. Because you're not going to restock the MGMC. I'm just suggesting. It's not going to happen.
This is America we're talking about.
Nah, just buy another one.
It's a disposable anti-air unit.
Yeah.
It says right on the tin.
Best if used before 1946. I keep waiting for the 356 to deploy its first artillery barrage. Even if it's just on this
It did up north.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it blew up like an entire artillery park.
Yeah, entire artillery park,
artillery
all
park,
2 units.
It was like an artillery tree. Because it was just one, one FK and one leader.
Well, we have another grill coming up to the north, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. And running a 222 into a 57mm. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Well, again, maybe he's more of a donating kind of thing. Furball to the south, my guess is this is going to be another dead Focke-Wulf.
Probably.
Yeah, between 2 lightnings, yeah, you're not going to win that.
It's pretty hard to get air supremacy against Brewers. They have all those bloody lightnings. And anti-air, they got pretty damn good anti-air.
Well, and the flak Beerling actually does something. I mean, it almost looks like he's shooting ahead his own side, but he actually does something. That's impressive.
Is Focke-Wulf going to get out? Oh, no, probably not. Probably not.
Nope.
Maybe?
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope.
No,
nope.
he's definitely not. Definitely not. He managed to get out of the blue zone and he landed in the red zone, but not in a safe manner.
JMWW2 is firing again. It's up. And he's completely shredding one whole squad of infantry.
Yeah. Didn't even really do much damage, but definitely made that town look a little bit like hell.
Yeah, but only that section of town. It's like the French Quarter, you know.
Like in New Orleans?
Exactly.
I know what you're talking about. I've been there. It's something. It's a nice area, but like in its own weird way.
Kind of rustic ideas.
Yeah. You you're having like nice like shrimp, like whatever they have, like shrimp, catfish, like the whole thing, and then there's like a homeless dude.
Wait, you get catfish there?
Yeah, I think I do catfish. Yeah, I'm fairly.
I would say you got catfished, but yeah,
oh god,
terrible joke.
God damn it!
Right.
The off map up north from the Germans got killed by Allied off map.
Well, that's okay. I think he's used 2 of the barrages, so if he lost the last one, he lost the last one. Really, the 170 is not supremely effective off map. Maybe that's just my own kind of pessimism. I really love the effect of a lot of off map, but I don't know. Artillery parks tend to be better.
Yeah, especially for 17th. Like it's you just spam neighbor earthers and maybe get some 210 off maps later on, but that's really it. But we're still like 50-50. And JM is in the lead by quite a bit. So it's going to be really coming down to Gilmore to doing some sort of push. Or just popping that pimple in the middle. Because that is a rather big pimple that needs to be popped.
Well, how about the fact he just moves anything to the northern side, maybe to the east about 300 meters?
Yeah, that'd probably be good. That'd probably be a good idea at all. I think Gilmore's just been a little bit slow to the races this match and trying to get territory. It's been a little bit too cautious.
He's been playing in a very American way.
Very American way?
Yeah, we sit tight, we establish fire supremacy, and then when people complain, we say we're not going to give them any new toys unless they stop yelling at us.
Fair enough. I was thinking like an American way is like cowboys, guns blazing. That's like my mind of the American way.
Oh no, at that point we just show up at the absolute last second, just in case. And there's that +1 you were talking about. The pimple got popped. And just as quickly, the Germans are able to kind of aggress and take a little bit more of this territory back. So the Americans are getting a +1 right now. But past successes is no guarantee of future I'll say future failure, but that kind of is the wrong term here.
Future success.
Right. That made more sense.
What doesn't make sense is using P-38s as strafe anti-air. I mean, it's working, but like that's not usually not something I usually do with my aircraft, my fighter aircraft.
I'm just having flashbacks right now of being on that half track with the 37mm cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Just War Thunder, just flashbacks. It's humorous, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, those bombs are going to do a hefty amount of damage there.
Indeed. Force them back at SDKFZ. Just a bit, not getting the kill. And this is C phase. So, first infantry, I'm guessing Gilmore has that Sherman card, which is pretty nice as you can spam a lot of Shermans. And JMW, I mean, all he has to do is really hold. I mean, he's got a lot of points. Doesn't have to move around too much. He's in a pretty good position.
And bring in some freaking tanks. Bring in some assault guns for Pete's sake. I'll take that too.
Yeah. I mean, he's mainly just using like static guns and whatnot to just hold a line, but really looking at it, his middle like and southern defenses is pretty thin. Like he definitely could buff it up a bit, or Gilmore could use it to, exploit that area.
So I was just looking at an artillery piece up to the north, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be another Nabofufa. As much as I would appreciate that. Or is it?
Let me zoom in. It is a... No, it's not a neighbor.
That's what I thought. What FK? Yeah. Okay.
I know. What a shame. What a shame. But good use of really good use of aircraft overall from Gilmore. He's been using them pretty constantly just to keep the Germans stressed out a bit. Those Panzer Grenadiers aren't going to be making much process, but the grill getting some nice hits.
Not even watching the grill firing at all.
It just hit the rifle squad, just a bit of damage.
Oh, okay. I find it more kind of sad that the SDKFZ is not doing anything. It's like, you have one job.
It's because he's like parked right next to the forest. He can't see anything over those bloody trees.
He's a real brave soul, what can I say?
Yeah.
And here's a donation to 356. 356 is running on up to drop off one last artillery strike, and then I think he's going to just, yep.
Yeah. Now we get to wait 20 seconds to see if it worked.
It will. Don't worry, it will. We'll see that poor Aufklärer and that Pioneer probably go down. Because the FK-18, I don't think they saw that yet. Okay, nothing yet. Ooh, and the CGMC goes down, too.
Oh, yeah. It's maybe... I'm thinking JM... got a bit of a push ready to go up north. I mean, he's managing to... He's only got one rifle squad in his ray before he gets to that first tree line again.
That sounds possible, and there's not a whole lot. Again, this would have been great to have really anything gone up to support him. Heck, send the M2HBs, send the 57 mil, send the half track, send something.
Mm-hmm.
I am surprised by the amount of anti-aircraft being called in by both players, really.
Yeah, they definitely want to try to keep the skies clear. Don't want anything flying over above, but the anti-air placement from JMW, especially where he's finally moved the 7-run, so he should be able to actually shoot aircraft at, fly over.
Well, it looks like that northern push is also getting completely and totally backstopped. Yep, there's a half track, and I would not be surprised to watch this 57 mil get stressed out in about a second. Yep, that's...
I love seeing the grill. It's never see it often, but anything with big booms, it just puts a smile on my face.
Well, Ryan, that's why that happened. We want to make sure we have a good time for you.
I'm very appreciative of that, JMW. We never see the grills all often. They're not really meta.
Of course, I'm pretty sure, though, if he does smack around Gilmore's girlfriend, Gilmore's going to get pretty upset with him.
Yeah, so. I think he'd be pretty upset as well.
Down to the south, too. Was it really anything to kind of stop this? I mean, we have that one Sherman. We have another Sherman who's inside that flaming town, who is very, very deftly trying to get the hell out of there.
Oh, but the Sherman's shooting that anti-aggro piece. Might be able to get a nice, easy kill. There's a ridiculous amount of AA.
Yeah.
From JM. Like, even for a 1v1, that's a stupid amount of AA.
We have three of just the flatbed 37 mils alone in the south.
And then two of the flank vehicle in.
The flak bearings, yeah.
Crotch.
And then we had to get some more quads on the ground. And yeah, it was constant.
Yeah.
And the spot troops would bravely say, you know what? It's a tank. Let's fire a machine gun at it.
There we have a charge.
As they are wont to do. You know, to the north, we see a giant push. This might be that attack we were finally expecting over here from Gilmore's girlfriend. But that is going to be asking an awful lot. I don't think it's coming in time.
I don't think so either. As, yeah, James getting to a nice position. I mean, it is point for 1st Infantry. Are starting to run out of, like, stuff a bit. I mean, you don't get any of those assault troops. It's really just relying on, like, 1-star rifleman at this point. But he definitely could just be, you know, he just needs some more Shermans. We have only 10 minutes left. I highly doubt he can get that push now to shield a deal. He'd really need like a +3 realistically to get a full-on victory.
Well, interestingly, there's a JU-87 as well on the map. He's just been circling calmly. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Gilmore's girlfriend knows exactly what's going on here because he is not getting let out in the open. It's not until now. Now there's another P-38 Lightning. I would not be aggressing if I were. Oh no, it looks like he's setting up for it. And the JU-88 to the north. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna completely shred anything that's coming on out.
Yeah, it's carpet bomber for Iron, so that's gonna be a nice spread of explosions. He's gonna pay for it with his life, but that was really good hit. Really good hit.
I have a little more Staff Trooping coming on in as well. Is that JU-87 actually gonna do anything? Nope, he's just used his entire load of fuel just to kind of go around in circles.
Huh, you know. Yeah, I totally ran over the commandant and I blew up like 20 whole tanks, but he didn't use any of the ammunition. I looked at him funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I might be wrong, but I think the 76 mil to the north might go down because of this. It's going to be a slow death. The death by 1,000 cuts or 1,000 rounds, knowing the German ability to actually shoot anything.
Getting some good hits, Joe.
Okay, wow, I'm surprised. Apparently when I make fun of them, they do pretty well.
You just need to keep making fun of all the units. Like when you play a match, you just need to go out, Tiger, you're a loser, and then he gets like all the kills. You got to bully him.
You're not going to kill anything. Boom.
Yeah, totally. You totally couldn't hit that tank from like 1 kilometer away. Just watch me.
No, Vitman will find a way to die. Don't worry.
As usual, such is the curse.
Yes, indeed. Now, Sherman Vaughan coming over here to the north. He's going to come up and fire a Panzerfaust at the freaking Ford. Not sure that was really necessary, but hey, you know what? If it makes him feel better, it makes him feel better.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that Ford doesn't have insurance either, so it's going to be a rather costly loss for Gilmore.
Worth noting, I'm pretty sure... Oh, okay, I thought that stroke took down one of the Shermans, but nope, he's still just kind of chilling.
Yep. And yeah, we got this like counter push here from JM, and that's... I mean, it's not really getting much ground, but he doesn't really need to. He just needs to stall for time. And he's doing a lovely job of that up north.
Well, there's a grill going up against a Sherman. And the martyr behind him says, you make a great shield.
Indeed, that's actually really, really good use of the grill. As that, it's going to keep the Sherman back. So, lovely for him. This is where we get to like the meat grinder part of the match, I guess. Up north, as we just got both sides just throwing in everything into that choke point of hell, and Sherman coming back up, and the Beaufort's trying to stress everything out. But
well, the Sherman is not coming up any longer.
Oh no, no, he's definitely left his road for good.
Ooh, okay, so we have a Shrek death squad coming on in. This is going to be interesting. Okay, one's not going to make it, but the other one's going to be trying to sneak around and somehow get a shot on the Sherman. And you know what? He could do it pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
I would just drop him out right now and then move to that building to the west.
That's exactly.
He's not. He's going to drop him a little further to the north.
I know he's gonna spot himself just for a brief second, but Gilmore hasn't seen it personally. Yeah, just jump out now, please. No, but the Panther Shrek, now he jumps out, but now he has to run back to the building.
Well, what can I say? He's an honorable
Mm-hmm.
fighter. In fact, I think he's trying to send a letter to the tank right now saying, "Where, good sir, you have an opponent upon your flank."
I'm fairly certain they sent letters to each other. Throw over to lines through via paper plane.
Yeah, paper, but just like going across. There's some idiot in the middle. I'm intercepting enemy communications.
Ow, my eye!
And here's an interesting path coming on through. All right, I'm not sure I understand this one necessarily. He's trying to come up through this forest.
I mean, either way, once he spots a Sherman, he's going to be able to get first shot. So, I mean, it'd be ideal if he'd get into the building, but...
Yeah, but the Sherman knows he's there because there's a freaking rifle squad that's been firing.
But the last guy, he's still going.
One man with a Panzerfaust in a dream. 3, 2, it's up! It's good.
Bang.
Engine destroyed. Let's get back here for another round. He's gonna die first. Here we go. One shot. Oh wow, that was surprising.
Yeah, what the hell, Sherman? Like, I need to make a joke again, like, stabilizers, what are you doing? Forgot to turn them on?
Headlights weren't on.
Need to take that into the mechanic. Oh, look up north, we got like we just got
we
bunch
have
of things.
Just random death. There's no reason for this.
This is the meat grinder part, just jumping out, flamming worth everything, see what happens. And you get airstriked.
That P-38 lighting, I'd be fascinated to know how many kills he just got. I'm pretty sure he just killed something like 2 or 3 squads worth of one barrage.
That was really cost efficient.
Whoa! Did you notice there was a freaking Sherman about 100 meters away from the supply lines? Down south. He's now dead. Panzer IV got brought in to kill him, but quite an interesting push. I have no idea how we missed that.
He almost made the home run.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not something you want to be seeing over there as the Germans. You're like, wait a second, I should be getting troops from someplace.
It's really quite cinematic, like a Panzer IV and like now blown up Sherman. It's like on that straight road. It's like a showdown to a movie.
Yes.
But we know the Panzer IV run.
Well, we've been watching the movie review.
We got the cliff notes right here.
2 stars. Only 1 shot, 1 kill. Boring. 210 up north does deliver a rather hefty barrage, which might be enough to kill at least stress out this last little group. Yep, that's a pin right there. And while we are getting a 105 howitzer shelling the road, which is a pretty good idea, as well as a anti-tank gun being brought on in, I do not know that's going to be enough.
Probably not. Probably not.
As the Grill fires once down the road and completely stresses everybody out.
I'm so amazed that Grill is still alive. I'm gonna say it right now, and
he's gonna die. Here it goes.
He's no. The P-38 not dropping the big bada booms just yet.
I was talking more about the 6-pounder, 57 mil right there.
Yeah. There you go. So never mind.
And now this M2. Oh my gosh, there's M1919 behind enemy lines now. Oh. If it's not one thing, it's another. And most pathetically, it's a 222 to the south who is just taking machine gun fire and getting supremely stressed out.
Yeah. Ju-87G in the middle doesn't kill Sherman. Yeah, we just got airplanes everywhere.
Well, and dead airplanes on the German side.
Yeah. Like First Infantry really do not mess with them in an air game role. Those P-38s are such cost-efficient fighters.
Yes, they are. I wish I could go and make fun of them, but I can't.
No. They look weird, but they work. They just work.
Yeah, do you have any idea what the whole point behind the twin tail was there?
I have no idea.
Any aviation engineers out there, please let one of us know. I'd really appreciate the idea.
Yeah, because it's definitely a very odd design for like a... Because usually when you think of like a two-engine plane, you think of like something a bit bigger and slower. And the P-38 wasn't as like mobile as like a single-engine fighters, of course, but it did a pretty good job.
Yes, it did.
It's like a hybrid in my mind. Joe, I have no bloody idea. I'm a tank guy, god damn it.
P4 goes down courtesy of the 57mm to the south. But again, all the Germans have to do is just kind of mark time. And that's one thing the Germans know how to do. They can march, man.
Oh yeah, it can goose step for days.
Yep, they goose step to the oldies like nobody's business. And looking at the score right now, we're almost flirting with a +1 on the German side. And I think had he not donated 3 squads of infantry in the north, that would have been happening. There we go. There's a +1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that would have been far more devastating if he had been a little more true to himself.
But yeah, I think the problem with Gilmore's match is a little bit too defensive overall. Like, especially with the start and deployments and all of that, he really sort of... I mean, your First Infantry, you have to shoot. Like, that's the name of the infantry dudes. You have to shoot hard and strong all over. And I think if he had sold to that southern town instead, it probably would have gone a little bit better.
Watch this Stug die with like 2 seconds left. Nope, never mind. He will live. Whew.
Nope.
Whew. Well done, my friend.
Good
All
game.
right, so that'll be it.
Pretty... Not too different in terms of kills. Only like 500 roughly.
That is true. Okay, we have... The anti-tank, really, though, for the bro, wasn't too bad. I mean, geez, we start off with Rush getting a trip of half-tracks and then Grill. P-38 Lightning grabbing 2 kills in a Panzerschreck. M4A1 did rather well as well.
Oh yeah, damn. Knocking out 2 anti-air pieces on a Pak-40. And the M1919. Pretty good bro kills, and Germans, the Grill
did well, the Martyr did well, the Stug did well.
That's really it.
And that's about it. Yeah.
That's about it.
And that's about it for the history. That's about it for the kills and the losses. And that's about it for us. Unless, Ryan, you have any other thoughts?
None whatsoever.
All right, folks. I guess we'll see you next week. And until then, happy gaming. I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.